appreciate that. All right, we're going to get to California right now, where we have David Giglio running for Congress, California 13. You're probably saying, California? No, Republicans can't win there. Actually, this is an open seat that David Giglio's got a hell of a shot to win this. It's one of those jungle primaries where the top two finishers face off. There's too many Democrats in it for them to be two Democrats. And David, if he comes in the top two, can actually win this thing. David, tell us a little bit about the makeup of California 13 and why you think you have a shot to turn it red in this wave.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. And this is absolutely a winnable seat. This is a seat that is going to shock a lot of people tomorrow. The election is tomorrow. We're feeling really good and confident. The biggest reason is actually something you touched on with Mo. You talked about how there's a cost of living crisis going on here, and our government is spending billions of dollars on all these other things. We got a baby formula shortage. Well, here, 3 of the 5 counties in my seat are the poorest, three of the poorest in California. And people are fed up. They're saying our politicians, the ruling class, they've left us behind. We want a new voice. California's been blue for a long time. They've seen the destruction. The Central Valley is not San Francisco or Los Angeles. This is a conservative area. Latino voters are moving to the Republican Party. And my campaign has made a concerted effort to reach those voters and bring them in. And that's why we're confident tomorrow is going to be a surprise to a lot of people.
So your election is tomorrow, and what is it? I mean, one of the things that the Democrats do there is ballot harvesting is legal, mail-out votes are legal, drop boxes are legal, and one of the ways that Republicans took back some of the Orange County area, like Darrell, et cetera, winning, also Gonzales in North Los Angeles, is they beat the Democrats at their own game, right? They ballot harvested like crazy to get Republican votes out. Are you doing the same thing?
Yeah, well, we're doing an extensive get out the vote movement. We're knocking on 1,200 doors a day in the last weeks leading up to this race to tomorrow. And yeah, we are making sure people get their ballots in. We're pushing people to get their ballots in. We're texting them to get their ballots in. But you know, it's something to point out. This is not, like I said, this is not Los Angeles. This is not San Francisco. It may be a deregistration advantage, but you have a lot of people here that are no longer Democrats. They've been waiting for the Republican Party and for a Republican candidate to share with them a vision that they can actually say, wait a minute, that is a clear choice. I'm going to take it. For too long, California Republicans have been giving them this fake Republican, rhino-y message, establishment-y message, and it hasn't worked. They said, why would I waste my vote on you if you're just going to be a Democrat light? We've presented them with a clear choice, and this race is going to show the power of America first.
If Trump runs in 2024, I expect he's going to do that, probably announce in December of 2022 after Republicans take the House and Senate, are you with him right out of the gate?
I've been with President Trump since 2016, and I would be with him again. And that's what we're fighting here. We're actually fighting the establishment. We are right on the heels of the establishment, and they've thrown people in this race to try and derail because they don't want to show the world that an America First conservative could win in, of all places, California. They want to cling to that narrative that the America First Trump movement doesn't appeal to the mass of the American people, but we're going to show them they're wrong. They're definitely wrong. Yes, I would 100% be behind President Trump, and the people in my district would too. That's the great thing. That's why this seat's going to be so shocking. People here are fed up. They voted for Joe Biden, and they're telling us we made a mistake. We want Donald Trump back.
If you win this seat, and I think you got a hell of a shot, plus, you've got the number one consultant out there, Richard and Laura Barris. They're fabulous people. So very smart. So you got the best GCs out there. So that gives you an advantage. But if you win and the Republicans gain a majority, are you going to vote for Kevin McCarthy for Speaker?
Listen, Kevin McCarthy's done no favors for me. Kevin McCarthy has thrown his donor candidate in this race to try and stop me because he knows I'm a supporter of President Trump. When I get to Congress, I'm voting for Speaker of the House that I believe is firmly an America First Republican and is strong and steadfast in that belief. You know, I tried to reach out to Kevin for whatever reason. They just did not. They'd rather lose this seat than have an America First Republican win it. And I can tell you, when I get to Congress, no one's ever going to question if I am an America First guy. I'm voting for a speaker who I think is going to follow that movement, because I believe that movement's the future of the Republican Party. If we don't embrace it, we'll be a minority party. If we embrace it, we have the power to be the majority party for a long time.
What's your website?
DavidForTheValley.com. So David, FORTheValley.com. Check me out. We need all the help we can get. Like I said, the establishment's on our heels, but we're going to shock them all, and this is going to be one of the most exciting races now and in November.
You go get him, David. I got